Hold up. Stop everything you're doing right now, because what I'm about to tell you is going to completely flip your understanding of what's happening with the Cleveland Browns quarterback situation. We're not talking about some minor roster move or preseason fluff here. We're talking about a potential franchise-altering decision that could define the next decade of Browns football, and it all centers around one name that has the entire AFC North on edge. But here's the thing that nobody's talking about. While everyone's focused on the obvious storylines, there's something brewing beneath the surface that could change everything we think we know about Cleveland's quarterback future. And if you're not paying attention to these details, you're missing the biggest story of the season. Now, before we dive into this rabbit hole that goes deeper than anyone realizes, smash that like button and subscribe to Browns Breakout, because we're about to break down information that other channels aren't even touching. We're building something special here, and you don't want to miss what's coming next. Let's talk about Shedeur Sanders, but not in the way everyone else is talking about him. See, while the media is getting caught up in the surface-level drama, the injury, the limited snaps, the coaching decisions, they're completely missing the chess match that's actually being played here. Kevin Stefanski isn't just managing a rookie quarterback. He's orchestrating one of the most calculated development strategies we've seen in recent NFL history. Think about this for a second. Sanders comes out of the gate against Carolina and absolutely lights it up. The arm strength, the pocket presence, the decision-making, it was everything Browns fans have been dreaming about for decades. But then comes the oblique injury, and suddenly the narrative shifts. People start questioning his durability, his readiness, his place in the hierarchy. But here's where it gets interesting. Week 3 rolls around, Sanders is healthy, and what does Stefanski do? He gives him limited snaps and then pulls him for Tyler Huntley, a quarterback who everyone knows isn't making the 53-man roster. On the surface, that looks like a head-scratching decision. But dig deeper, and you'll see this isn't confusion. This is strategy. Stefanski is doing something that most coaches are too scared to do. He's prioritizing long-term development over short-term noise. While fans and media are screaming for more Sanders, Stefanski is protecting his investment. He's not going to throw a rookie into situations where failure is more likely than success, especially when that failure becomes ammunition for critics who are already looking for reasons to write him off. And let's address the elephant in the room. Those whispers about Sanders being set up for failure while Dillon Gabriel gets the red carpet treatment. Here's the reality check nobody wants to hear. This is the NFL. If Stefanski thought Gabriel was definitively better than Sanders, Gabriel would be getting the first-team reps. The fact that this is even a conversation tells you everything you need to know about how close this competition really is. When Stefanski addressed the media and said he's committed to Sanders' development just like any rookie, that wasn't coach speak. That was a man who understands that developing a franchise quarterback is a marathon, not a sprint. Look at what happened to other promising rookies who were rushed into action before they were ready. The NFL is littered with cautionary tales of talent that was wasted because organizations prioritized immediate gratification over proper development. But here's what's really fascinating about this whole situation. The Browns are in a unique position that most teams would kill for. They have Joe Flacco providing veteran stability at the top, which removes the pressure of needing Sanders to be the savior right now. They have Kenny Pickett bringing experience and upside. They have Gabriel as a wild card. And they have Sanders as the potential franchise cornerstone. This isn't a problem. This is an embarrassment of riches at the most important position in football. The AFC North is about to witness something special, and I don't think people realize how significant this moment is. Baltimore is dealing with Lamar Jackson's contract situation and questions about their offensive identity. Pittsburgh is trying to figure out life after Ben Roethlisberger with a patchwork quarterback room. Cincinnati has Burrow, but they're one injury away from disaster, and their offensive line is still a question mark. Meanwhile, Cleveland is quietly building something sustainable. They have the best pass rusher in the league in Myles Garrett anchoring a defense that can keep them in any game. They have offensive playmakers who are just waiting for consistent quarterback play to unlock their potential. And now they have a rookie quarterback who might be the missing piece to everything they've been building. But here's the part that should terrify every other team in this division. Sanders hasn't even scratched the surface of his potential yet. What we saw against Carolina was impressive, but that was with limited preparation in a vanilla offensive system against a defense that wasn't game planning specifically for him. Imagine what happens when Stefanski has a full offseason to build an offense around Sanders' skill set. Imagine what happens when Sanders has had a year to study NFL defenses and understand the speed of the game. The patience that's driving fans crazy right now is going to pay dividends that nobody saw coming. And let's be honest about something else. The Browns have been burned before by rushing quarterbacks into action. They've seen promising careers derailed by poor timing and inadequate support systems. Stefanski and this front office learn from those mistakes. They're not going to repeat them with Sanders, no matter how much external pressure they face. This is why the limited playing time in the preseason isn't a red flag. It's actually a green flag. It shows that the organization values Sanders enough to protect him from unnecessary risks. It shows they're thinking about 2025, 2026, and beyond, not just the next few weeks. Right now, while you're watching this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button because Browns Breakout is going to be your source for the real story behind every move this organization makes. We're not here to chase headlines. We're here to understand the strategy. The Browns are about to embark on one of the most intriguing seasons in franchise history. The quarterback position that has been a revolving door of disappointment for decades might finally have found its answer. But the answer isn't going to reveal itself in preseason games or training camp soundbites. It's going to unfold over months and seasons of careful development and strategic decision-making. Sanders represents more than just a talented rookie. He represents a fundamental shift in how the Browns approach the quarterback position. Gone are the days of desperate reaches and panic moves. This is calculated, methodical, and built for sustained success rather than temporary fixes. The AFC North should be scared, not because of what Sanders is doing right now, but because of what he's going to become. And when that development reaches its peak, Cleveland won't just be competitive in this division. They'll be dominant. So buckle up, Browns fans. The story we're watching unfold right now is going to be talked about for years to come. This isn't just about one player or one season. This is about the future of a franchise that's finally learned how to build something that lasts. And trust me, you're going to want to be here for every minute of this journey.